have to say their names,
Oh, okay.
who was married, and so forth. So they, those will be just.
Okay,
Got a cord underneath the
Okay.
side. Is it-
I'll hold it right here. You're in the video.
Okay.
You can turn the picture around and show us the picture.
Should I show all of them?
Just
We
individually.
have a bunch of Myrtle. These are all pictures of Myrtle at various stages. Will that?
Talk about who Myrtle is. Mom.
Myrtle was Charlie's first wife and the father of your grandfather.
Earl.
You better say whose grandfather.
And these are all of Myrtle at different stages, and it shows the styles so well.
That isn't going to get me, is it? If it does, it won't hurt, but no, I don't think it is. Those are they're really neat, aren't they? They're great. They're
The hairstyles and change. Even in after they were married, she only lived 12 years.
when were they married? Do you
They
know?
were married in 1902, the year she graduated from the university.
How long did you say she lived? Well, no, it wasn't long, huh?
No, I don't know when her birthday was. I don't know for sure who that one is, so we won't.
And this is a picture.
That is a family picture of the Weavers, I think.
Tell who's in it.
Well, she had one brother and her parents.
Myrtle had one.
Uh-huh. All of these are Myrtle.
Yeah, that's a cute picture.
Oh, graduation picture.
Is that graduation from college or high school?
University.
University.
But having a degree at that
To have a married woman attending the university, then would
is very
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
She was editor of the Kaimin,
Wow, University of Montana.
and we do have a copy or two of that.
Uh-huh. Myrtle was the editor?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fun.
So they weren't just freezing her out like they did for a while.
Oh,
Women, I mean.
yeah. So Earl was about 7 years old, though, when she died? Is that-
Yes, he was 7, and Gladys was 4 or 5.
Okay,
5, I think.
wow.
And then they lived with the grandparents for a short while until Charlie married Zoe, which you probably knew.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another picture, but we're not sure who this one is.
I also have a wedding picture that I forgot to bring. I don't know who it belongs to. It was in the trunk. Now where's the? This now is Charles Earl Avery. That's Earl's father. Is it mother?
It's mother.
Yeah. The father is here somewhere. Clear down. There we go.
Okay, and you say her name is what?
Myrtle.
This
Her name
one?
was Myrtle Weaver.
This.
Not this one.
No, not that one. I've forgotten her name. Her last name was Baldwin. And she was the daughter of the minister in Nevada where they were married.
So they called it.
It's on
Curly.
Curly. They called her Curly. But I really don't remember what her name is. But it's on that list that somebody made. Who made that list?
So this would be Earl's grandmother.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And grandfather.
And here's the grandfather. And the grandfather's name is?
His name was also Charles, but I don't know what else.
Just says grandfather Avery.
Yep. And I think that was Dad Avery's handwriting, so. No, have you had this one? No. That's, let's see, is it the grandmother in the picture?
Just a minute.
There's the parents. I'm not sure. We don't know who this one is.
Okay.
But this is Earl, and this is Myrtle, and this is Myrtle's mother. And we don't know if the other one was some relative because she's in several snapshots.
Okay, the lady in the black, we don't know who is. Earl is in the middle, and his mother is behind him, Myrtle, and her mother is in the white beside him.
And this is her wedding picture.
This is
Charles, son Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Dad Avery and your real grandmother. Great grandmother.
Okay, this is Earl and Myrtle's picture.
Charles.
Yes.
Charles and Myrtle.
Charles and Myrtle.
Charles and Myrtle.
Only
Yeah.
his middle name was Earl, but Charles Earl.
Okay, and she didn't live very long,
Was it Charles Earl?
7 years.
I didn't know that till now, but it was.
Charles Earl.
I asked if it was what the E
She
was for,
died
and she said Earl.
7 years after
Let's see,
Earl
which of
was
these is
born.
better?
It's logical.
Okay,
And then he
Do you
married
know what
Zoe.
Myrtle's
okay.
middle name is?
This
What's-
is Dad
is this the
Avery.
same one?
I don't know at what age.
Our
Maybe
father
about
had
the
her
time he
name,
graduated.
and that was,
I just don't know.
Weber, Avery.
Same person.
And this is, what's his name?
His name is Charles Earl.
Charles Earl. And this would be Grandpa's dad.
Yes.
Okay.
This is another one of him. I think this was one he ran for state legislature, and I think that's a
And
picture.
this
he
says
used.
1944 on it.
Oh, does it?
Well, it says 44 on it.
Oh,
That would've been
I'm not sure what year he ran, but it was somewhere along in there.
What year did he die?
It was about 55, I think.
When he died?
'Cause
I
was in
remember
second
him.
grade.
Dad Avery, you mean Charlie?
Second.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this
And
is
Zoe, do you remember Zoe?
vaguely, very vaguely.
Now this
Although
is
that might have been
the
Zoe
little
instead
star
of him.
they had in
Because
Missoula,
Michael
North
says
Higgins, where they called it it says on
The
it,
racket?
the racket star they called it. Why, I have no idea. And they had sold beads and things to the Indians, and they also sold things that the Indians made, as well as other things. It was, I don't know what kind of shop, variety shop, I guess.
Must be fairly close to where Dad had his radio.
No, it was
North
across the river from there.
And you say it was
North Higgins.
North Higgins.
Yeah.
Say, okay, I'm mixing up my directions in Missoula. Imagine that.
And this,
Yeah, I've been there for a
course.
while.
I'm not, that was sometime 1916 or 17, I would guess, of the family, where they lived at 624 North Hickory.
Oh, wow.
Not North Hickory.
Just
Hickory.
624.
Just Hickory.
Hickory and
In
Anaconda.
In
Anaconda.
Anaconda, yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So this is Earl and his sister Gladys and his mom and dad.
Right.
I think I saw this one.
And is this with Zoe or is this with Myrtle?
What?
That's
This is with Zoe.
Zoe.
This is the only one we have with Zoe.
And Zoe is the stepmother.
Yes.
Okay.
And this was
Who's
another one
stepmother?
of Grandpa,
Zoe.
great
Father's
grandpa
stepmother.
Avery
Myrtle was
in
the
his old
The
age.
natural mother.
and then he married Zoe.
This one isn't going to show up very
It
good.
isn't very clear to even look at.
But
Now, who else should see?
There's one more.
One more.
What?
Yeah.
No, well, I
one
don't
in
know.
his
This
uniform.
is one of
Earl and his uniform.
Earl is uniform.
Oh, yeah.
and this
That's
is
history.
when
Earl
he
and his uniform.
When he was in the Navy. Naval Aviation.
shortly before you guys
That's-
got married.
Earl.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not very long before you guys got married.
Okay, what other history can you tell us?
Hmm?
What other history can you tell us?
History of what?
Whatever.
Well, these are the things that I thought it gives you an idea of the fact that your real grandmother. I really think of her. She had 6 children in 12 years, and all of them died but 2. And that might be important to know sometime. I would suspect that it was the negative, the RH negative, which they didn't really know about then. And one of them, I believe the first one, lived about a year, and he may have died of whooping cough or something like that. But she spent those 12 years from the time 1902 to when she died in 1914 having babies. And I think, that was a hard life that she had.
Well, I have to tell you, we think of you as our grandma.
I think of me as grandma to everybody. But now I wonder, I thought all the main people, all of the, let's see, you and Alice, and who are there?
Win
And you
and
and and Sam. No, Sam is in the next one.
No.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in
That's
the
right.
next one.
And Sam, yeah.
Here comes Jim.
Mom, you might do a general outline, like, the fact
Everybody
who
to
was
home?
born in the nobody here but us chickens.
Oh, this is a whole bunch of hymns.
Can you get in?
Doesn't look like I'm welcome here.
Sure you are.
We need good information.
Oh, well. Did you guys sign that?
Yep,
Good.
got it filled out. Look at the
And
pictures,
now
huh?
you have something else to sign. And that's sign. And I'm trying to think, who else, we don't want Sam and Oh, Sam and Betty should see these.
Yeah.
But they went to town.
But
Don't hold that
I
over for me,
have
Alice.
pictures that are snapshots and so on over the years.
Yeah, that's
2
exciting.
big gallon-sized plastic bags full of them. And I'd like
Did
to
you
have
bring
a-
them?
yes,
Oh,
and
wow.
I brought them to give to you, for you to take, any ones that you'd like to have, that you don't have. And, but I think they should be looked at where the light is bright, but maybe it isn't important.
Do you want to look at the
Thank you.
Oh, I like that way doing it.
parents and grandparents and great
Yeah, if I gotta go get my eyes though, if I'm gonna do that.
This is
These are
for
just good for distance to keep
For
them
the
falling
car.
over.
Sam,
Yeah, this is to sign for
Sam and Betty.
Okay.
I wanted to look at this particular picture,
At what?
particularly this one.
Oh,
See, of course, I
I
knew him then.
yeah, well, you knew Zoe too, didn't you?
Oh, you did.
Yeah, she was living at my house.
Well, this is so.
Yes, that's what I
Oh, I
said.
can see the write, but I can't see the read.
But he was
If
gone
I
quite a
write, I
while
can't see
before
what I'm
her.
writing.
Oh,
If I hold it far enough
well,
away.
4 years.
Well, here, I'll hold it while you stretch your arm out and write.
Yeah, you wanna hold it up more, then it's too far away.
I'll hold the arm's
Too
not
dark.
long enough.
By the
I
time
think
I
she
can see
lived
it, it
with
gets
us
too
for
dark.
4 years, and that was in the time when you came from California, I
And
think.
I saw her when she
Uh-huh.
said, it's your husband.
Uh-huh.
See, she looks too young for me here.
Ah,
I need to remember.
to remember, yes, how she
Give her
looked
back.
there.
But she's
Well,
got nobody here. And she's cleaning everything
One
out.
time, when neighbors
everything
said
in
to
order.
her,
Cool.
you know, I could
And
see
so
that
all the
Carolyn
kids
looks just like you.
You know, yearly
And she said,
pictures and
I
all
just
that.
didn't have the nerve to tell her that I wasn't
When
really
you
related.
preach, the mother,
Just think, we can do scrapbooking now and we've got all the pictures in order.
But anyway,
saw a bunch of people leaving because they were going.
They went to the reptile,
Okay.
reptile gardens,
I don't think so.
Oh, they went to that?
The
reptile gardens. Some of us passed on that.
We didn't
We
do that.
passed on that one. We passed on that one.
North, south, talking about going to Rushmore.
But these are snapshots, school pictures.
I guess it doesn't have a cap.
Doesn't look like it.
No. What I'm
So
trying,
Jim,
I want to
I'll
be
get
sure
my-
everybody
And then
sees
she can
these that
explain
that
it and
might
get
be
it on the
interested
recorder
in
again.
them.
So that we
And,
can-
She's taping while
She's
she's
taping.
explaining.
Oh,
And
really?
then,
Oh,
We're
okay.
taping right now.
if you can show them, you know, they don't necessarily have to see these. Anybody who missed could look at your pictures.
But I'm sure they'd want to
You're,
see them.
you're taping what, the pictures?
Pictures
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
She
explanation.
took
So they
pictures.
take
These
them
are
there.
the old pictures, like of the dad Avery when he was married. You know,
Because some of them-
Charlie Avery.
Some of them I can kind of remember, sort of. I remember
Uh-huh.
being an anaconda when.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Charlie,
Charles and Zoe.
Charlie
See,
and Zoe
this
lived
was
in
Grandma
Anaconda.
and Grandpa.
We were at
My Grandma and Grandpa.
Let me go get my
And we
eyes.
visited.
Yeah, they're interesting.
But that's what he was, if he remembers going to Grandma with me to Anaconda.
Well, we have
Well, I
everybody
remember
here.
sitting on
When we get
somebody's
these
porch
done,
and they
we
brought
can
us out a
just open
great
these up and
big,
let you
huge,
look at 'em.
red,
Because,
delicious apple. I
if
mean,
we
it
pull
was
that
the biggest
up,
apple I'd ever seen.
We'll get a little more
And gave us each one of them.
Yeah, right.
has
flashlights.
bulbs
And
in
it sticks in my mind it was somebody's
Light
skin.
is dim, our light is bright.
It might
Maybe
be,
it was Grandpa, my grandpa, because he would go before.
But anyway, some lady came out and gave us a great big red delicious apple. We was out on the back porch.
Where?
in
I'm
Anaconda,
thinking it's Anaconda.
that it was a big enclosed porch with stairs going up and down.
The stairs I don't remember, but I remember being on a
Porch
a
around the house. Oh, a picture
And-
of the house would be in our.
I have one.
Oh.
I have an
and
excellent picture
you
of
and
the
Win
house.
sitting on the porch.
It even has the
in
stop
Anaconda,
signs in it.
I think that's among the summer.
Because somebody might be interested in going and seeing it, 624 Hickory. And the people who bought it restored it. Not like it was necessarily, but they
It
did.
had been made
change
into
it.
apartments.
It's an old Victorian house, and they redid it in an old Victorian
Yeah,
house.
we went by
And
and
they
saw
have-
it about
they have
6
seen
years
it
ago.
because
We went by.
Did you get into it
We
with
didn't
anyone?
get
who-
in.
But
There
all you
was
have to
somebody
do is say
home.
you're Avery.
They
and-
did,
Oh,
but they
that
didn't.
didn't get the job.
The
They didn't let us
reason,
in.
the reason they wanted it is they have all that
Everybody else has
Victorian
coffee, I got a bag.
furniture,
Yeah.
and it's too big to go into
Yeah.
most houses
But I
or
don't- I
apartments
wanna get
today.
water on
Yeah,
the
I
tip.
would
And so
love to
they,
get
they
in.
said, we said, well, we just can't rent this anymore because we, you know, it's too much trouble.
Face the
We get-
camera when you're doing this.
That's okay, we can hear.
We'd get, in the middle of a blizzard, the furnace went out and all of this. And they said, oh, can't we just rent the downstairs? And so then when we saw how much they wanted it,
He decided to sell it.
These are
Parked it in there.
the family, the old family pictures here.
You know, you should put those in order, maybe the photos, before you
You
look
sit
at
in
them
the
this
lap?
time. Easier to remember things too.
But they're in
Yeah.
chronological
Because we may
order or
jump
something.
let's
ahead
see.
2 generations
The
and then jump
pictures
back.
of Myrtle. These are a lot of pictures of your real great grandmother.
See, I never knew her.
Her
Never knew
name
her
was
because,
Myrtle Reber.
And so that's the W in Earl.
Yes, yeah,
Is
right,
Weaver.
right,
So
and
this is-
also
this is-
Gladys.
Weaver or
Earl's
Weaver?
mom.
W.
W-E-B-B-E-R.
Yes,
B-B.
yes.
One B, one.
No, 2 B's.
First time.
Uh-huh.
Where does Zoe fit in?
One, Zoe fits in after
You know, it's
Myrtle
funny, I've
died in
seen that written out on
1914.
things before. I never
Then a
knew
couple of
that
years
was
later, he married
I've seen
Zoe.
that.
It was
Okay,
her.
so Zoe was the step.
She was the
I
stepmother.
I thought I remembered that. but I
Grandpa
wasn't sure.
Avery wrote it out on the paper for me, and that's when I knew his name
This
wasn't
is
Wallace,
why-
that it
let's
was
see,
Weaver.
The wedding
And he wrote it
pictures.
down on a piece of paper for me, you know, when I
What,
had
this'll
all
be
that
the
family
last
history
one.
papers
So
up
she
there
died
one
in
time.
history
He filled
lesson
his
of
own
every
out.
I know.
And this is the wedding picture. And this was about that time, I suppose.
Okay, we need the grandmother's picture over here with this one. No,
Oh, the grandmothers here. Yes, they come first. And this was the grandfather later. So,
You've got all of this
And,
history down in writing.
How do you find these, when you have all those buckets of other pictures? I know you guys had all those rolls of pictures from
well,
for
these
years.
were in a chest of things from Anaconda,
Oh.
which we hadn't been down to the bottom of for a long time. Because these, I couldn't remember ever having seen these before, or else I just didn't know who they were, but they're signed on the back.
Uh-huh.
Now, so we know who they are.
Well, you need to have CD make copies of these and put in his family history that he did.
Well,
You know, put a picture beside the name in his family history that he did.
Yeah, who's all these now?
oh, these are, this is Myrtle
Uh-huh.
and her brother, and we think the
It was an
Weavers,
Avery one.
the grandparent, great-great-grandparent Weaver. They lived in Missoula.
W-E-B-E-R, Weaver?
W-E-B-E-R, and they lived in Missoula, and they were the ones that owned that store that I showed you. And then they all lived in Missoula even still at the time of Myrtle's death. And the grandparents lived there, so they took care of Earl and Gladys for a couple of years. And then he married Zoe, and they moved to Anaconda. And so that's where both Earl and Gladys grew up.
So Sam's name is Sam Wallace Fisk. It should be Sam Weaver Fisk.
Well, I guess.
But
Bob
his
said there
new
was some
family name.
discussion between
That
them, or
wasn't-
argument, or, you know,
About the
discussion
name, you
about
mean?
that
There's some
name,
old
yeah.
pictures, huh?
And I can't remember.
And I have a
who said
picture
it.
of you,
That would be my
of your dad
great-
holding you beside an old car, and I think it's in
My
me.
great-grandmother had one.
So look for it.
Now, see, I didn't never know her horse.
But you're saying we
None,
can go
none of
ahead.
us did.
You're saying we can go ahead and have him.
No, these pictures, I think, would just keep together as all every
Put those
stuff.
over there in the
But
plastic
these
bag.
I'm putting out photographs.
Because you just
And they're not in
captured
any
everything.
order. I just put them in bags as I came to them. Now this is Dad Avery at some young age. Earl's dad.
Now, one
And
of the
this
things
is
you
another
see,
one.
Grandpa, my grandpa, so changed that much over the years. These pictures way back
See, I
when
can
look like
start
I
to
knew
remember
him, you
him
know?
looking like this.
Yeah.
He
can
looked
start-
like that always. I mean, he had that severe look.
Uh-huh. And he was a lawyer or something.
Yeah, he was a lawyer, and you've been at his office down
Down on Oak.
Oh, it was on
the
Oak. huh?
street. I did know once.
What?
I did know the name of the street.
He walked to that office for years and years.
Wow. And you got the piano, Francie got the piano in that house. Was it the door
Yes,
floor?
yes, that's the house
one
that the
Oh, you
piano
haven't seen
came on.
that yet. Francie got a piano that came from the old house in Anaconda.
And you know,
Really neat.
Earl, it went up when the back stairs were in, I guess, or no, I think he thinks they swung it in through the window. But he could get it done. So he took it apart, and he found out they did finally get the parts out. But
Finally,
he
yeah.
had to take it all apart
Yeah, I
to get it
remember all the
out.
parts were laying there for
Yeah,
a long time
yeah.
in
And
516.
it was on the third floor. The piano was on the third floor, the dance room floor.
You
Now, let's
mean
see.
over in Missoula?
Have you had that one before? That's a
I've seen
laying
that one.
Floor up there, side of the house.
And this one you've seen, and this one we don't know.
Yeah, so who's all these now?
This is Earl,
Okay.
and this is Grandma Weber, and we don't know who this is, and this is Myrtle.
He's about what, 4, 3?
Alice favors her.
I don't know, but he looked the same for years and
Yeah.
years.
To me.
Huh.
Features.
I wonder if this might have been her mother.
That's what we suspect, that it may have
Because
been.
she's older.
Uh-huh.
It's a 4th generation.
So, and she's in another picture, a snapshot or something. I don't know whether I put those in here. But anyhow, we just don't know. Earl didn't know. No, I don't know.
And then these are the Earl's
wow.
grandparents.
I think there wasn't much on the south side of the bridge at this time, was there?
Oh, this isn't, this was over on North Higgins.
But I'm saying, I don't believe there was much built, it wasn't really a business area over there.
No, not across the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
was before the flood.
I was gonna say,
You know, the Marsh River, and before there was a South Higgins Avenue.
okay.
And Enid said she thought that was Grandpa,
Two pictures of Grandma and Grandpa Avery.
Grandpa Avery's grandfather,
but it was his writing on the back.
because it's his
It's
writing.
Earl's writing on the back.
No,
No, it's
Charles.
Dad Avery's.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Who's written it
And so
on, I
these would be
think, for
his
Earl and,
Yeah.
his parents, I think.
But she said his name was
Well,
Charles.
where did they come from? What country? They were from, they didn't live in the U.S., did they?
Oh, yes.
Did they?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I thought that was a generation that went back.
The Weavers came from,
Wasn't it England?
no, they came from Oklahoma or somewhere there, and before that, we don't know as much about them, but we know about the Averys because they came before the Revolutionary War. In fact, I guess it was some of the Averys that went to Rhode Island, you know, to protest. So,
That
so
figures.
you're really
That
American.
figures.
Well, Jay's brother was
This was
married
taken
to a
March
girl
13th.
named
1913, and he died in 1914.
Sharon Avery.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And Mom and Sharon
So it would take a year
had
before he died.
coloring alike
Oh.
when Mom was younger.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what Sharon looked like before she died. When they were younger, you know, they had the dark eyebrows, the long dark hair and whatnot, and they had the coloring that was alike. But I don't think the Avery families were any way related.
Where would they have been?
Well, they lived in Meeteetse, but I don't know where they came
Where's
from.
Meeteetse?
South of Cody.
South Dakota. I don't.
South of
as
Cody.
far as south of Cody.
Yeah, 33 miles
But
south
somehow
of Cody.
he came. He was assigned to
Brian has some friends from
Hamilton now, and I don't know who he was assigned there by because they lived at Hamilton at the time that just before they were married. She was from Hamilton, and so I don't know. And we have that Avery book, which is it's so hard to find out.
To understand.
And then it was quite a while ago. The last one in there, I
You guys been
forgot.
looking at
Did
these?
you work
We
with
haven't
it?
yet.
Who made that list?
I remember this one.
Judy did.
Judy made the list from the book. Did you?
I don't think so.
I did one.
Yeah, that's the boy you're talking about right now.
We
I
have.
can't remember the name of
I
the
came
engineer.
across one the other day. I didn't know existed, and they're listed. The first part of the list is at an angle and then straight.
Yeah.
You didn't do that.
He's
I
not that
don't
old
know
yet,
who
he
did.
just seems to be.
But it's really good and it's up to date.
Family tree.
So it's somebody.
Well, didn't you say CD worked on the family history when he was in high school?
Oh, CD got the credit for it.
CD took it to school, huh?
Because his cousin had a daughter in CD's same social sciences class, and we got on it and ran down all the details, and they got A pluses. It went clear back to 16 something.
What did they do with that
What?
report? What did they do with that study? What do they still have?
Well, it's in a book form.
Oh, okay.
And we have it, and it's kind of coming apart, but we, you know.
Yeah, I'd
You
like
still
to
have
see
it.
that.
You have to know how to get from one family to another. It's really. I guess Bev found
Go-
that out when she
Go in
started
and
doing
highlight
ours.
Mom, which side is the Cherokee on? Is it on the Avery side?
Yes.
Yeah, I always thought it was the Davis side, but it's.
It's on Avery side.
Avery,
About how far
Myrtle,
back?
you said.
We're Cherokee.
Well, we figured we once figured it up what part it would be, and I think it was like 1/458 or something. So, now I'll put these away.
Here's the
And,
grandparent one again.
and we'll just open these up. You're here and the light's really good. And you can just start looking at them. We
No.
can,
Oh, put the
this way.
pictures in a box.
yeah.
I'm getting those out of your way.
Oops. And I'm sorry they're not in chronological order, but my supply is not in chronological order, and I just stacked them as I came to them.
Well, that's good. We can figure them out.
You can probably
There's
recognize
Cassie.
There's what?
Cassie.
Yes.
Oh, your legs ain't gonna hold up.
Here's Cassie.
And now some of these, if they're in a pack, they may be
Certain families.
Carolyn, you couldn't remember how to find a house in Gillette, huh?
these are probably all
Didn't remember.
It's changed so much, I mean, just since you were there. I mean, it's
Right,
growing
I
up
did
like
that,
crazy.
and sometimes
Yeah, I
it was
felt that. Well,
times
we
that
knew you were
visited
already
them
gone.
in Zoo.
Yeah.
See,
We didn't
and they
try to
were,
call
I
or
had them
anything.
in with rubber bands, so I left them
We
in.
can always find it on the way back.
Yeah, well, Bev and
have to
my,
wait to give
and,
somebody else a chance
Bev
to grab
and my
them.
mother haven't seen it, been there, so I thought.
Well, you know,
Here's a
Yeah.
picture of Lisa.
Just to know where you live and everything, so, but that'll be up to them, up to
Hoop
them.
Shoot Stars. Lisa
Well, I've got
Blankenship
one day
left.
off.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. When we get back, Randy and I were kind of planning on going fishing.
Oh, that'll be great.
Oh, this is 1991.
Yeah, he's come a long
if
distance.
they don't have these, we know. Oh, all right. who
Now,
has
these, those are, John's.
John.
And this is,
What's
John
the
and
kids'
Debbie's.
names again? I never,
This is
Jamie.
Jamie there.
Jamie's the oldest.
Yeah. This is Cassie.
Well,
There's Jamie. And this is Nick. Wasn't he a wild one there? Here's a picture of Nick
Well, I was
when
gonna
he
say,
was nice
that's
and
not John's, because
wild.
he's only got 3, right?
There, yeah.
Yeah. Whose is this one?
That's Nick. That's John.
That's John's, that's the twin, they were twins.
Oh,
Nick
okay.
and Cassie.
And then they have Jamie.
Jamie was born first, and then.
That's Sam.
pretty hard to be able to know.
That's we got in the order, I guess.
Here's a
Well,
picture
I
of
just
Sam.
remember
Is this
because
his
she
graduation
was in
picture?
a little bit
What?
with her
Is this a
pregnancy.
graduation
Yeah.
picture?
I think it was, but I'm not sure.
You know, she survived that, and then she was still able to have twins.
Joshua, Lucas, and this is Eric.
Nick and Cassie, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wynn's the one to tell about that.
Here's another Cassie one.
Now, let's see.
Here's
I
a
remember
dad
this picture
one.
of Sam, yeah.
I guess we have all three chairs.
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
a picture
that's
of
one
Dad,
too.
who is
Did you
Bill.
get that on the
That one is.
recording?
Yeah,
This is a picture of Dad.
yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
That's the way I first saw him.
Who's this? Oh, this is Larry
That was, must be after graduation.
McChesney. Oops,
That's
there he
before he
is.
went to
Oh,
service.
wait, there he is.
And when he came out of the service, when he went back to Bozeman, that's when we
yes.
bumped into
See, he
him.
went to
because
school in
I ended up buying
Missoula.
his trailer when we went to Bozeman.
He went to school in
But
Missoula.
when he graduated, I bought his trailer and moved into it.
This is Jason.
I remember that.
When you look at this picture, you
And
will
this is
see
Jeffrey and
rather prominent
Jeffrey.
And just within the past year or two, he has had cancer on
Aaron,
the
Nicole.
tip
Oh,
of his ears.
this-
And he had
this is the lady that
surgery.
was.
And
This
What
is
the
a
ears
picture
under
of
the
little
teacup.
Brian. Where's he at?
But she hasn't had any
This
recurrence.
is one that's
There he is.
lively little 3-year-old.
One good thing about a skin
On the back here it says, "This was taken on our last fishing trip. See what I mean about the water? Brian is watching his dad haul the fish aboard. The little line on the left is pulled up
You know what I'm saying?
by hydraulics, and the hooks hang off of that. The yellow is part of the Big Brian's raincoat. From there, the line goes through the automatic coiler, ready to set out again."
Oh, maybe she, did you take a picture of this?
Of Sam.
Yes, I have a picture of Sam.
Dad.
Oh, Annette, here's a picture of Lisa.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
She went
Oh,
like the
look at
shoot
this.
for, I don't know, 8 years in a row.
I
Every year
forgot
she
when she was
participated.
Okay, here's Grandma
Every year
Gail.
she participated,
This
she
looks
won
like
the
it could
shoot.
be in the
Alice
radio
and
show.
Mom.
Well, somewhere maybe she coached. Has she ever?
You've never been up there because she wasn't doing that when you were,
Right.
you
She
only
has
been
some,
51.
yeah. She
I'm
has
taking
some.
this one.
Mark,
She won the
Sandra,
state
Jim.
shoot
Colin.
years
I'm
ago.
taking this one. Would you like to
And
look
this
at
guy
it?
actually lives
You
in
taping that one?
I'm
Yeah,
taking
right
it. Would you like to look at it?
That's your mom?
We thought we might go through there. There's a
Okay.
national place.
Like I say, would you like to look at it?
Can I get a copy?
Yeah.
Good. That's neat. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What is that,
Oh,
Jim?
that's,
Our
yeah,
oldest,
that's
when he
good.
was little.
When is it?
Aw.
That's a short to
Yeah.
I know I used to have flies.
I just did
Sean and Ryan. This is
that one's mine.
She went somewhere with art.
She probably has this one though.
I may have. Yeah, you came back, she did. If I don't have it, I came back.
Francie probably has that one, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another picture of my dad.
And you and Alice. That's a good one.
Oh, look at these. All the
Here's one
old
of Larry.
from being out on the gang in Missoula.
You can put it on your mantle, Mom.
This is the one that I'm seeing.
Dad.
That's when the kids used to mow the lawn.
What I told you. You know what I found on,
Oh my gosh, look at Brian. Oh
their
my goodness.
mantle?
Here's Francie. And must be Mark.
Or
And
young Brian, and then that's Eric.
On the
back there,
mantle.
I think.
In their.
let's see, who's the next one?
Big recollection of visiting you.
A lot of memories.
I don't know if it's Eric or Jeff.
Oh, wow. Look at all the
No,
whales.
the trouble when I didn't get written on immediately.
Yeah.
Larry's not Jim's dad, but she didn't know that.
Wow.
It's a beautiful picture.
Well,
Very unusual to put that many in a bunch.
I didn't know it for
Wow.
years either. So.
dad up there instead of. Larry up there.
I remember
Here's a
this. That's
picture
Harbor
of
Mountain.
Sam. Looks like he's
You
playing
guys
a
up on
video
Harbor
game.
Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I wonder if I got I wonder if I have a copy of that. I've seen it.
And here's a picture of Mike. That'd be TJ with Mike.
Or one of our camps.
Mike and TJ probably. Oh, yeah, that's an old one.
Doesn't say. Here's a picture of Mike McChesney, and where's the baby?
Oh, and the Lisa
Farther away.
Well, if you get done.
There he is.
Wow.
Mike and
TJ is now 20,
Blankenship boat.
29?
29, is he that far?
Brian's 28.
And TJ's older than
Yeah, I remember this
Right.
picture.
Yeah, I was thinking, cause
No, wait, he's not older than Brian.
No, he's not.
Jane was
probably-
29 and
27.
Want to
maybe
take that rubber
26.
band off, please?
Yeah, yeah, right.
I remember the only
Okay.
time I
Take
saw
the rubber
TJ
band
was
off.
when there was
Oh,
about
okay.
3 or 4.
Please.
Look at John and Debbie.
This must be at Francie's.
Well, where's this? I'm trying to,
I've never been there, so I don't know, but
that's a
Well,
net.
they're in a new house now.
Oh, yeah.
This is not the
Is
new
that
house.
Debbie?
This-
Debbie?
That's their
This
neighbor.
isn't
That's,
Gillette, is it?
That one over on the left, I think, one, his name's Joshua. It's Mark.
Looks really familiar, but I can't.
Mark's
holding
wife.
the
That's
dog,
Bozeman?
holding the dog, probably because he's sitting next to Mark's
No,
wife.
that's, no,
I don't
that's,
know, but I'm glad I'm not
that's
there.
right, right.
Yeah.
This one right
Pretty
here
deep.
is Mark's,
Oh, that one up
Mark's
there.
wife's brother. They used to live next door.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, somebody's getting
No.
into trouble.
Got that look.
What was I?
I know which kid it is, but they're pulling the toilet paper out.
Do you know who that is, Ned? These are,
Yeah,
That's Bob Craig.
get together
Uh,
or something.
Do you remember Ruth,
He never- he
our
never
father's
went to
cousin?
Yeah,
Her
yeah, I
husband.
do.
oh, yeah, see, and I don't think I knew
Here's
that.
Betty.
I
Well,
knew her, you know.
I know
He
which
died
kid's
pretty
with
early.
We used to have that boat that's right there.
he was around when we were in
Walker.
grade school, but he died
was
before
our
we were in
first
high
singer.
school.
That's Eric.
So,
Can't see my
Well, here's a
camera.
picture of Denise.
When he was little.
None of our boats ever get in these
And that,
cars.
isn't that Eric? When he was little?
Oh,
if it isn't Brian, it's hard to tell.
it's
like more like
Eric. I
Eric.
think it's Eric. I mix Eric and Jeff, but Jeff had redder hair when he was that age.
Yeah, I was
Nothing
thinking
on the
he
back.
was
Francie
having
and
red.
three of
Nothing
the
on the back.
boys, it
This
doesn't have a year.
Sometimes when you don't know, you
That one
know you
says something on the
should know.
back.
Oh, I took
There
this
it
one.
is.
And then Marie and
my
her
writing.
husband, another
Yeah, this is
of our
Eric and
father's
I think
cousins.
and Helena.
I wonder if I got a picture, got one of those. I think.
Yeah, I took that one. I remember that
And
one.
this is another one for your family.
Yeah.
You sort of figured that out.
Are we gonna? Are we
No, it
sorting
looks like
these? as we go?
Bozeman is what it looks like.
Now these, it seems like don't belong
There's a
with the
couple
ones
up
from
here.
Alaska and so on, because
It looks like the Bozeman Valley anyway.
generations back.
That's Judy and Jay, Dolly and Randy.
This is our
I
father's
should
cousin,
read it.
and her
Probably
husband.
have copies of these.
No,
And
we're
then
sorting
there's
them and
Craig.
whoever wants them can take them.
That's in Missoula.
They are
Here's
to
a
be
Lisa.
somebody that
Wales.
generation.
There's a
In
Lisa.
Wales at 1-5.
There's a Janie.
Here, this looks familiar.
Really hard.
Here's Mark.
Oh, look how
No,
cute.
Randy. This is
Randy
Randy.
went.
That's Randy.
That's Randy.
I've
yeah.
had this on all this
That'd
time.
be high school
I only
graduation.
pushed it on just to put
We don't want to
it
get
in.
them mixed up. I
You-
wonder
you
what
may-
year that
Randy
picture
was.
of
want that
Lisa.
one with him and
Could be.
his mom.
83.
Yeah. That's what these
So
are for.
that's just 21 years ago.
Well, he was in a while
Here's
ago. He
He's over there
Brian.
playing. He's over playing target practice with
Oh,
those
with the
guys.
arrows.
You and Lynn.
Oh, cute.
I vaguely remember
Here's
that picture, like
Amy.
maybe it was on a
83.
Christmas card or
This
something.
one?
Yeah. Like
21
maybe they
years.
had it on a
Yeah.
Special
Yeah,
extra
there it is.
card.
See, that's like
That was 83 as well.
That's Gene and Francis.
Here's John.
Sean.
He has long hair.
familiar to me.
And
It would be Paul,
And
wouldn't it?
Jeff,
That's
Jeff
Mark,
was
Sean,
just
and,
born in
Paul.
83, so.
That was
that's
before
before
Ryan.
Ryan was born.
Here's a picture of Eric.
See how toe-headed they were?
Larry again. Alice's husband
Here's
Larry.
another picture of Lisa.
I know what you know, but I'm forgetting.
That's Brian.
That's Brian. You just can't recognize him in that
And
picture.
he's Jeff.
I had to look twice too, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could be why I recognized
Oh, it's
it.
Brian.
Here's a picture of,
Yeah, no kidding.
here's a baby picture of Nick. He wasn't very big.
I'll go get it.
It's special tape.
And I
I'll
even
go
took
get
the
it.
picture.
Then people have already seen these
No, I
and look
think,
back.
let me see that.
Here's a
back.
picture of Josh.
Not me, it looks
Lisa
like,
right there.
either, what year was this?
These are
87.
I don't know
Are you
if I
making
got
a pile
this
for
these
anymore.
I don't know, it looks a little bit like,
let's see, this one's Eric
oh,
again.
it's hard
I
to
was gonna
say.
say, why
Either
am I getting
Chris
this one? This
or,
is Jeff, isn't it?
I don't think I have that.
one of,
Here's Lisa
one
again.
of Sadie's stepdaughters that you want. She's making a pile. It's Chris. It's Chris.
Here's
Two pictures of
Yeah,
the same.
I thought it
Jeff.
was like
That's
Chris a
Pam
little
Gail.
bit from the back.
Let's go to Gail and Earl.
You probably
Here's a baby picture of Cassie.
It looks
I
like,
don't know who is the baby.
Have
let me see what
this.
year it is.
Who's
That's
Suzanne?
87 too, so.
Susanna.
Yeah, that's.
I think it was,
That's
that
Grandma
was
Gail
my
and Earl, right?
father's 80th
We'll just have
birthday.
to write all of these
And it
out.
looks
It looks like Grandma Gail and Earl.
before.
Who would be the baby would be you.
She's, you know, Stepson Paul.
baby. I haven't
That's-
seen that one before.
That's who I say, I might be wrong.
Who's that?
Sadie.
Who's that
These-
other kid?
These are Earl and Gail with Alice as the baby.
Oh. It must have been a
Got hair.
baby.
I'm not going to I must have at least
You don't have that.
Here's Paul.
Who's Susanna?
4 months and 3 weeks.
I'd like one of these. There's two of them. If
Your mother took one and I
Alice would
got
be
the other
interested
one.
in that.
okay,
We'll
I can
make
get a
a
copy
copy.
from you.
Which one is that?
That's the wonderful thing
It
about
says
technology today. We
Susanna.
can share.
It says Susanna. Does anybody know who Susanna
Yes,
is?
also that's somebody else. And that's one of Sadie's stepdaughters. Probably
Here's
Beth,
another
because
picture
she
of
had a
Joshua.
hair back then, the others didn't.
Do you want that? What happened to Josh's
Probably
pictures?
haven't.
That's.
If it isn't Beth, then
Do you guys have a little heater
it looks like her name is
That's
Danielle.
there.
Jeff and that's Lisa.
So I think it's Beth. I mean, it's a guess, but I didn't get, I had a
JC.
really severe headache that day and I didn't get there, so
Barely.
I think it's probably
Danny.
Beth.
B-E-T-H.
Yeah, Beth, that's Sadie's stepson, stepdaughter, that Sarah's second
Jeffrey.
daughter in her order of children. And then Alice
Okay, are you having
Might have to get that.
Aaron.
Alice Ann?
Here's a
Oh,
picture of
sorry.
Aaron. That's Erin's little girl.
We better put them in order. There's Mike's.
I'm gonna do this to Bev right now because there's no
We're all
men in
together.
here.
They don't
Here's Ryan
necessarily belong
Davis.
together, do they?
I'm going to put this group
You
together.
don't
The
even know I got it.
87. This is 83.
Oh, baby.
I thought.
This is Eric.
Who are these right here?
Those are mine.
Don't put the camera on
That
this.
was about them. That was the last time.
Oh
we were
yes,
born
that's
that
cute. This
Anyway,
is
that's the
Jim's
last time I
Beverly. Fancy
So
a cutie.
Beth's Volk, and now it's
That's Gail,
Think
or
of
whatever.
everything.
Cool.
Yeah, the baby's mom.
Judy, it was a reason why you shouldn't have done that.
I want, I have to have a copy of that too.
This is Beverly when she was a baby. I said, I probably.
Get the camera out and we
We'll never do that with a guy when there's guys
Or we
around.
could
but I
put
know
it
that
in with the
this is
file
okay.
if we go make
No, she
copies.
didn't.
And
I'm gonna
we
make
can
a
put them on
copy
the
of it
digital
for
camera and take it
really
into
good.
Walmart and make
Yeah, of
copies
course,
that
she
way.
gave it to me.
Right off
That's
the
what I said, she
digital
gave it.
She
memory
didn't give it
stick.
to me.
Judy gave it to me.
We can put them on CDs.
That's good.
You know who this is Erin when she was born.
Yeah.
You are not.
Jenny's little
This
one.
is Erin.
I can tell that.
Yeah, Erin too.
And here's a picture of Mary.
This is a picture.
You're not going to do that with
Here's
everything.
Joshua.
That's why I called you.
Maybe. Here's Lisa.
These are some pictures we just brought along.
That's good, isn't it?
Here's Brian.
That mixed up with the
Little
other
Brian.
You want to kill us all?
That's my pile right
Here's Annette and
Yeah.
3 kids.
You were 3.
I had to look twice.
Jim?
It does, doesn't it?
I seen that one.
Yeah, I did look. Jim?
We put the hair on.
He said, "Who's that
She always wears
ugly
those
kid?"
piggy tails.
Is that Jim?
Well, I wondered. You and Bev are the same age. She was born in 46.
Here's Jim when he was a little bitty.
Saw that.
Oh, that must be Kim.
February, so just a few months.
Then that must be Mike under the hat.
I've got it for safekeeping. I'm gonna make a
Well,
copy.
now you're taking off my stack. I was making a stack.
I think
You're gonna get you, why don't you make this sound like
She brought them for us to
Make sure you make
take.
it nice and gold.
I don't want to take the same old
probably not all of them.
Here's a picture of my mom, Winifred.
Imagine who that is.
Is that you?
This is Alice. Is this when you graduated from high school?
Lisa, yeah.
I didn't graduate. She probably doesn't want us to pass that around.
Well, this is when you was in high school.
You might remember.
This
This might look familiar to you. Person like that. These were all
You
just
got
that
2
time.
of them. Good. Well, I'm gonna take one then, because there's 2.
You want a pen? No.
Who won the pen?
Well, here's a picture of Gail.
That was probably
That's what I want, because.
my Beverly and my mother in '83.
No, I don't,
That's Rama.
right. I don't think I have that. I've seen it before, but
If you're going to take that, then I can get a copy from you.
well, I don't wanna just take it from here,
Yeah.
because other people
And
are
then
gonna
there's
want a
Jim
copy
again.
of it, but.
Yeah, see this. So that's a good one to do to get a.
Yeah,
Well, you
copy
already
of.
did that. You already did that. Yeah, it was in '83 when.
Oh, here's another picture of
Yeah.
mom.
See, I didn't.
Here's
see
another
that.
picture of
Those were
Winifred.
probably done same time and sent to. Oh,
That's me.
I didn't realize he lost it that early. Remember that? Ryan, Lisa, and TJ. And that was a neat, that's
Here's a
Mike's
picture
son
of
and-
Judy
And then Mark's children.
Will you ask Beverly if she
in
wants- if they want to
1948.
And this looks like
because-
TJ here.
I mean, these are to,
Linda was always upset because there's no pictures
Just
of
in
Linda
case.
like this that were taken professionally. She's really upset over it.
beautiful pictures.
Oh, this one, I've never seen this one.
She sent it. Oh, here's a picture of Alice.
And this is August '83. This is another
Cool. We'll have to
83.
get pictures of
Look
this.
at that one, I've never seen
And
that.
that's
I didn't
Earl,
see it
that's
when she,
father of Win.
Oh, this is the same one that's,
Alice
no,
and
not quite.
Lady
Here's
Bev and
another
myself.
picture of Alice.
what she opened up.
Tim's grand, yeah, and that's Linda.
Oh, this is one of my
That's
favorite
Hey, I
ones.
want that one,
Wynn's daughter, Linda.
cause I don't have that one.
Smart son.
TJ.
Doesn't this look like Linda?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you
And then,
can't
let's
take
see,
it.
who's
Look
that?
which
Doesn't
ones.
this look like
That's
Linda?
Brian, that's
Yeah.
Annette's
Yeah.
son.
Where do you want me to put that?
Okay, this
And
is
Mike, Kim,
Wynn,
and
Sam,
Monica,
and
their
Alice.
daughter.
I should get
You've
it.
probably you've seen her at some of the reunions.
Oh no, this is too cute. I've never seen this one either. I have to have a copy of that one too.
I
You can't just take these from here yet.
see,
Oh,
now
this is Alice. I have one in my address book of mom, just like this. Yes, I
I've never
do.
seen that one.
Yeah, she was tiny back then. But she
This
was-
one's Alice. I have one in the address book
Well,
of
I'm
mom.
glad she quit smoking, that's the important thing. Did you need something? What was that?
There's another one.
Together like in Missouri.
Here's another one of Wynn.
It's not me. It's either Beth or,
Are you doing the regular program?
remember she had
No, we're just videoing this right now.
That's what I meant. Are you doing not just?
You can't take any from her yet because a lot of people are going to want to look through these still.
That's what I'm thinking, when she's telling us we should just help
She had
ourselves.
it,
Didn't seem right
had
to
it
do
curled,
that.
whether it might not have been natural,
Oh,
but
but-
she's worn it curled a lot.
Is this?
Okay,
Well,
so
that's
who is
more than,
this?
I still don't
Well,
think.
then maybe Celie will know.
Oh, I bet I know who that is.
Yeah, Sharon would know. Sharon.
And Amy, I don't remember Amy wearing hers long.
Oh, Amy.
That's grandpa's.
You get that one?
Because that was
I mean,
before
it's
she was
Nadine
still
saying
there.
me,
That
not
was
Nadine.
before she got married.
There's your mom.
She got married young.
About two?
And then the world.
Okay, here's
One? I don't know.
Wanna be, I think we did one each year we went over there.
Couldn't look.
here's one of
Oh,
Wynn.
really?
Here, that goes with it too. Where was that taken at?
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Anaconda.
Huh?
On like a real horse? Not just like a staged horse?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, like now
I
you
don't think
just.
they did that though. I don't think they did that then.
Here's one.
I got another one over here right now.
In Missouri.
Show it to Art.
Does he
Oh,
still
Randy
play
playing
the
piano?
piano?
Well, this comes a bit later.
Does he still play or?
Not as
August
much as he
83.
was.
Okay, this is you
I
and
tried to get him to
Sam.
bring his keyboard. He said,
Well,
I
now
don't think
there's a
he did,
good way
did
to
he?
figure out who this is.
I remember it was really good.
This
Sam,
one right here.
Is that your pile?
piece to go.
It's the same kid.
You want me to use your pile?
Same
maybe your
bigger
pile.
kid?
Uh-huh.
Randy may
It
want
could,
to.
you or his
it
mom?
could be,
That's my son, but that was in '83.
could be, me and her.
Mom,
See,
his son
Sam didn't
with
visit
Crystal.
with
Did I
us
show you
when
the
we did.
pictures?
Mom,
Oh, did you miss? Oh,
By
she'll show
that
you.
time, he was our cousin
No.
at that point in
Okay,
time.
where's Al?
You know,
Just from,
he was raised as our cousin.
birthday from
Oh, and I remember this. This is in
There's
Billings.
I've
another
heard some
book.
of them, the others are.
This is when the
Aren't they? Are they in the book?
Pools lived in Billings.
Now, is this me here?
we don't know. That's what we're asking.
I think it's you.
Yeah, this is.
There's, Sam is.
I know, I think
Yeah,
it's
I have
Al.
this in my
This is
pile. There's
Jim.
another, there's two of those in here.
Yeah,
Who is
here's
this?
me, This is
Me.
Crystal.
I think this is me.
Here's a
There's
picture of
the baby
There's
and
another one in there like that that's in one of these
Alice.
And
things.
the other
She's
one.
laying floors and,
Well, we're running out of
that
something.
kind of thing.
This is really new baby.
Yeah, I
Running out of
His wife
film.
went
I
against
do
Krista.
think
I
this-
mean,
this-
she went
this
in
is
and
in,
threw everything.